warm welcome to Agric today on ARCN Television, Abuja, Nigeria. I am Khadija Oluwatoyin Amin. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the courtesy call of the technical advisor to the Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Sabi Abdullahi, in the person of Mr. Kingsley Osadolo. Visiting the executive secretary in his office, the technical advisor take a stroll to the ARCN television to see what's happening there. Quickly, let's see how the tour goes.
Yeah, this is the direct satellite broadcast.
So this is the radio feed. Commenting on the setup of the ARCN TV and radio, the technical advisor says the setup is superb. He encouraged that more should be done in the area of content creation and, of course, proper programming. Let's listen to him.
Content generation, content placement, but cardinal to content is programming.
Yeah,
it's programming. So we start off with programming.
Well, you know how to play within those two issues. Because
that's right.
The only word I catch is content. How do you get content? This programming, I don't know.
No problem. It's part of what it will be a round table. I mean, that's a conversation over a period of time, which is the best fit when you run a program. You know, at what time and for what duration, who makes the presentation, what content, is it the content you played yesterday, you are going to play today, play next week, play next month? That's that, you're not talking about content.
Yesterday you were saying when will it be more efficient, you know, whether it's in morning,
that's right. That is the programming.
Responding to him, the executive secretary of the ARCN, Professor Amidou Gadbasharutu, spoke about the challenges and the stages so far. He said so much has been done and put on ground in ensuring that the TV and radio runs. He also identified frequency in the area of the radio in ensuring that the programs can be heard to farmers who are the targeted audience. Let's listen to him as well.
Rural farmers and others, I mean, they don't have the time to be acquiring data in the first instance and then they're going online. So it's like you have a small transistor radio, you tune in, they know the frequency, and what times they're supposed to watch out for your various programs. Yes.
So this is, we're meeting again in the next 2 weeks, and immediately I met you, my plan was to bring in the issue of this radio and television, something also, so that whatever budget we're going to do, let's have a deliberate project to do that. You know, as far as their capacity, you know, I told you that my major problem now is if I leave this place today without having them fully engaged, honestly, I would feel very, very bad. I told you, stay here 24 hours, you're not on any payroll, and then it's just out of commitment that they are doing this thing. So all these things, I think we'll package them together.
The communication strategist, Mr. Kingsley Osadolo, took turn to go around the ARCN building. He went to the conference room where he checked what is happening. He went down to other departments as well as a project that is ongoing before leaving with his word of well done. Let's see the tour.
Where immediately we come and the meeting just come out.
So everything projected, you don't
everything, you don't need to be doing like, no, it's there.
And the translators.
Then translators.
administrators, the accountants, everybody here, including some of the first floor here will be for some international floor. That's all those donor agencies. Africa, the state, so we give them accommodation. We want to accommodate about 4 of them. Initially we wanted 8, but you know, my minister was already busy saying, no, you have to bring there. I said, but we don't have places. So that the expectation there is we're going 5. For our exhibition now. And then below here, we just do our display.
It's good news that we are putting all of this together. Putting all of this together. And just looking at this, you can see the quality of work is solid. Look at the pillars, look at the decking.
Anywhere I travel, I come. Even if I'm sleeping, he knows he has to come there. Then I'll go there and check and see this, see that. And then he has a responsibility. My phone now is full of pictures. If I'm not here for a day, he must tell me this is what we are doing. And at times they used to also come and fight with them also to say, if Oga were here, would you be doing this type of thing? Blah, 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 blah. So, but these ones now, they have roofed. They are doing the POP now, and then the screeding. Our expectation is actually by April, should be able to hand over the building to us. But if not, May.
May, yeah. It gives them another 6 weeks.
Sensitive and small animals, nobody will sit outside and allow you to be treating stuff, especially this white. So we'll put this place as a reception. Anybody who brings his animal, sit. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Okay, cheers.
We'll quickly take a break. When we return, Agric Today continues. Stay tuned.
The Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria (ARCN) coordinates the activities of research institutes and is responsible for supervision, regulation, coordination of research activities and programs of higher institutions in Nigeria. And Professor Hamidou Shaributu, since assumption as Executive Secretary of ARCN in April 2020, has solidified the transformation of agriculture in Nigeria through strategic and meaningful execution of research fundings for improvement of the agricultural sector.
For grains, we have the parabolic solar dryers. These are specialized solar dryers used for drying agricultural produce such as whole grains, yam and cassava chips, fruits and vegetables more efficiently. It is made of a special material that concentrates the rays of the sun within the enclosure while eliminating harmful ultraviolet radiation. Products dried are free from contaminants and are hygienic.
The parabolic shaped solar dryer is a need-based technology because virtually when we travel all over the country, you will see by the roadside, you see people drying all sorts of agricultural produce. Some spread their own on bare ground, and by the time the vehicles are moving, the dust stay on the products. The reptiles will come, they will eat whatever they can eat, drop their feces and their urine on it, and the owner comes in the evening to pack everything together and still eat that product, and the product has been contaminated, and we feel this is not right, and it is part of our mandate to make sure that we set it right, and that was what led to this, so that we can solve this problem at the grassroots level. Instead of drying by the roadside, drying on just bare ground in their villages, when they have this as a drying center, everybody in the community can bring their product there, spread on the tray, and they get it dry under hygienic condition that is covered. And the dryer also have another property to screen the ultraviolet ray of the sun, which is also can cause hazard to human health.
Welcome to Federal College of Land Resources Technology, Kuru, Jos, Plateau State.
The atomic absorption spectrophotometer, AFS, is an instrument which is used for the determination of metals that are dissolved in source.
Plantation. Put it like one. Welcome to Production Farms, where we're going to take you around our production tanks and a practical fisheries and integrated farm. We integrate the farming system with a banana and plantain and so many aquatic animals.
Students and the other youths and women within the community. And this, in the aspect of training, we have two aspects of the fisheries and aquaculture. The fisheries aspect is the way to catch a fish, like a processing aspect, the catching aspect, and then when we come to the aquaculture aspect, is the breeding and then the production unit. In every aspect of agriculture sector, you need to have a seed. So the college here, our mandate is to train how to produce a fish seed, that is the fingerlings. And also, not only the fingerling production also, we also aid in producing manpower from different aspects of the community, different communities. Fishery School Baga is a very long established in 1978, of which, for me, let me this use of opportunity to say that I'm also part and parcel of this college, because I graduated from this college, and that college, the college is more or less of entrepreneurship of a college, where when a student leaves the college, at least can stand by itself. Now, as we are talking about the federal college, federal government is now talking about food security. So once if you come out from this college, you can able to at least maintain our training and then also stand by yourself, self-employment.
Okay, this is the one of our greenhouses, the 7th greenhouse that we have in the school. As you can see, we have cucumbers growing here. Okay, we have the crops, and the cucumbers, they are about 60 days old today, 55 to 60 days old. Okay, as you can see them, they are doing very well, So you can take a glance at some of the foliage are growing. They are still fruiting very massively. The fruits are very, very big and very, very big. As you can see, we also employ drip system of irrigation also here. Drip system of irrigation, okay, where the waters are given to the plants at intervals and regulated. Generally, we usually irrigate the plants twice daily, morning and evening. Okay, as I went due, we vary that based on the temperature that we have from time to time. Okay. As you can see them, you can see the cucumbers are doing very well. They are growing very well. We actually done some harvesting this week. We've done 2 harvestings already. So generally we do 2 harvestings a week, like Monday and Thursday. The other factor I would like us to know is the fact that the crops we are doing here, they are actually F2, like they are the second filial generation. Okay, as you can see, the fruits growing really massively. So based on the research that we have done here, we have been able to see that most of the time we buy the F1 generation from Dizengo of Nigeria. You understand? They are this European variety, you get. And then we have seen, based on research, that the fruits can actually be harvested and harnessed in the production of further seeds. This is one of the milestone achievements we've been able to achieve in Fecolat. We have been able to see that instead of wasting a lot of money, using a lot of money to buy F1 from Europe, understand, to plant in the greenhouse, we can also make use of the F2, like the product of the F1, to produce further croppings.
Dear colleagues, scientists, partners, policymakers, it is a great pleasure for me to showcase some of the achievements the James has achieved over the years. Much information passed around, but I'm particularly pleased to talk about this new variety which we are about to release. This is Pollock 100, a variety that has great potentials in terms of higher yield, ranging from 5 to 6 tons, tolerance to drought, resistance to some pests and diseases, then early maturity, and above all, it has very impressive end user qualities that are being cherished by those who process products derived from this particular variety. We have, in addition to that, we also have other varieties, bread wheat and durum wheat, which we are planning to release very soon. We are working hard to see that these varieties are released, and then the seeds are made available for wider distribution to farmers.
The recent release of 4 wheat varieties comprising 2 bread and 2 durum during the 36th meeting of National Committee on the Naming, Registration and Release of Crop Varieties and Livestock Breeds as well as Fisheries held at the National Center for Genetic Resources and Biotechnology Ibadan was in partnership with the Flour Milling Association of Nigeria, Director Lake Chad Research Institute Maiduguri, Babagana Jugudum Kabir, said the varieties Lakri Wheat 14, Balo 100, and Lakri Wheat 15, Neloki, are bred wheat, while Lakri Wheat 16D Sirno and Lakri Wheat 17D Bio Reka are durum wheat. These varieties, according to him, are high-yielding with potential yields 7 to 8 hectare. He said farmers have been enriched with these new varieties through on-farm and multiplication trials where about 7.2 hectare was realized. He acknowledged the contributions of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development as well as the Flour Milling Association of Nigeria towards attaining this feat.
The National Horticultural Research Institute, NIHORT, is one of the 15 agricultural research institutes in Nigeria under the supervision of the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria. The institute started in 1975 as the Fruits and Vegetables Research and Demonstration Center with the assistance of the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP. It metamorphosed to National Horticultural Research Institute in 1976. NIHORT headquarters is located on a sprawling 350 hectares of land at Jericho area, Ibadan. To have a national spread and outlook, the institute has 3 outstations and 2 experimental stations. The outstations are Mbato, which sits on a massive 810 hectares of vast land located in the humid zone of southeastern Nigeria, Bagauda in Kano, made up of 110 hectares of land in the semi-arid zone of northwestern Nigeria, and finally a 156 hectare of farmland in Otukpo, Benue State.
National Horticultural Research Institute, NIHORT, has developed, registered and released 3 new varieties of tomato, which are tolerant to Fusarium wilt, root knot nematodes. They are high-yielding, early maturing with good nutritional values. These newly released tomato varieties are Otitum 1, Otitum 2, and Otitum 3, and they are adapted to different agroecological zones of the country. To minimize post-harvest losses, the Institute has developed value-added products from tomato, such as tomato paste, dried tomato slices, tomato wine, as well as tomato juice. The Institute has also developed tuta trap tray to control tomato leaf miner, also known as tomato Ebola. Additionally, biopesticides have been developed in the Institute, known as NIHORT Liptol, NIHORT Ractine, and also the NIHORT Sticky Traps, which are effective in the management of tomato.
The Institute for Agricultural Research, IAR, is located in Samaru, Zaria in Kaduna State. It was established in 1922 as the research division of the Regional Ministry of Agriculture in the defunct Northern Nigeria region. The purpose at that time was to research into problems of agriculture and to provide solution, and to enhance productivity in agriculture in Northern Nigeria, including agricultural mechanization to reduce difficulties of operations such as planting, application of fertilizers and herbicides, drying. It also includes the development of improved crop varieties which are being planted by farmers in northern Nigeria. The Serious Research Program of the Institute, which is charged with the mandate to research into the genetic improvement of cereal crops like maize, sorghum, among others, has developed over 60 varieties of maize and over 46 varieties of sorghum, among others, which are high-yielding, pest-resistant and drought-tolerant. One of major breakthroughs of the Institute is the development of maize varieties that are resistant to the fall army worm. RAR varieties of cereal crops are also resistant to striga weed, a parasitic weed which attaches itself to cereal crops and absorbs the nutrient, causing poor yield. IAR has to its credit 29 varieties of groundnut, 21 varieties of cowpea, including the very newest variety that has high resistance to insects. This can save Nigerian farmers at least 16 billion naira annually in the purchase of insecticides.
ARCN,
promoting agriculture.
with what is seen on ground, the federal government has pledged to continue to do its best in ensuring that the federal government drive towards food sustainability and food security is being achieved. On this note, we wrap it up on the program Agric today. Join us again, same time, same station next week. I am your host, Khadija Oluwatoyin. I'm saying bye for now.